Hey everybody, it's Bob from TNT Customs, and it's TNT Tuesday. Bobby, how are you? So it's a little different. Not manufacturing with Mary, it's build it with Bob. So I'm over at manufacturing this week. We are currently working out some production kinks and procedures for the Gladiator slider. So they're in production, coming to a Jeep Gladiator near you soon. We've built a few sets locally, installed them. Guys are tickled. I think we got all of the production bugs worked out of them. Guys are working on the jigs to make them a little quicker. But we've got the Adventure Series slider for the Gladiators up on the website. Still need to populate a few more pictures, but they are available to order. So I keep wandering and getting shadows. I'll just stand still. There we go. So that's one thing from over here in manufacturing. The guys are filling orders as well. So we're getting a little bit more caught up from the overwhelming spring that we had. Thank you all for the orders. We're getting dug out of that hole and starting to put things on the shelf for fall. And hopefully in the future. Mary and I have been working diligently to change the business up a little bit, how we do things, so we can get some more people in here and be able to fill orders a little faster, bring new product to market a little faster. Austin, see you're watching. Saw your debut on one of the 10 Falls trails. That's pretty cool. That's a neat accomplishment to take and I don't mean this the wrong way, but take a garage-built Jeep and take it right to probably one of the toughest trails in Colorado. That's pretty cool. Glad everything worked out. As always, on a build like that, you'll have a few little kinks you got to work out. Joe, how are you? David, thanks for tuning in. So, not a whole lot new happening around here. It's just kind of business as usual and cranking out parts. And the guys over at the custom shop, that's Russell, if you're watching. I know you're a lurker. That's why I'm over here, because you don't get to see your Jeep this week. But it's progressing really well. Craig's got it down on weight. It's sitting on springs. We're dialing in a few little odds and ends there. He's got all the PSC system is all mounted and plumbed and ready to bleed. Coolant reservoir system we had to rearrange a little bit to make the PSC work the way I wanted it to work. So he's got that all plumbed up. So yeah, we're getting really close to final phase on that project, which is cage. I guess now is as good a time as any to put that out there that Craig will be leaving us. Tomorrow is his last day. He's moving on to another adventure in his life. So we wish him well. He will be very missed. But in the same token, we're glad that he has another opportunity to further his skill and his family. So I know you've seen the posts on our Facebook page that we're looking for a fabricator. So if anybody watching knows someone that has that type of attention to detail, personality, and skill set. We are openly and actively interviewing. Don't know that we can replace Craig, but we need to fill that position and start grooming basically his replacement. So what else is going on over at the Jeep shop? Sean's running around like usual. He's kind of doing triple duty at the moment. He's writing estimates for me because I've been over here getting some production stuff moving and figuring out these Gladiator sliders. They're a little different from the other sliders we've done because of the added length. That's causing a few little weld issues. Not really issues, but we have to solve the order. You know, everything we do is a puzzle, and you got to put the right pieces in at the right time to make it work. So we're working through documenting the production blueprints, if you will. So that's why I've been focused over here the last week or so. You know, Sean's been working on IREX. Mary kind of gave you a little update on that last week. He's made some more progress. The center console is all fitted. So now we just got to tidy it up and mount the shifters, and we're waiting on the final shifter from Sand Hollow Off-Road. Steve's building us one of his. And sorry, Steve, I don't mean to offend or say it wrong, but I'm used to M40, not used to Sand Hollow. So I don't know if you're still calling that your M40 shifter or if you changed the name. It's the same shifter. We've used him in several projects. It's a really bitchin' shifter. So he's kind of making us a one-off unique piece because we went off the reservation and put a old school 727 torque flight in IREX instead of the normal, you know, what do you got, 3 trannies you can put behind a Hemi normally, you know, the 545, the NAG 1, and now the new 8-speed. We went completely old school, fully mechanical 727 torque flight, reverse pattern valve body, you know, all the hot rod parts of old, because that tranny is just bulletproof, can't hurt it. Unfortunately, these days, not a lot of people are using that transmission anymore. So Steve had to pull a few rabbits out of his hat and mix and match a few things to make that shifter work, his normal shifter. So we should see that here next week or so, where we can finalize the center console and button that up. Then we'll start plumbing and wiring. I think we're at that point in that build. So it'll be moving to the front Jeep shop here a month-ish, so we can final set all the suspension, dial in all of those little details, and then in earnest start finishing that one. Was talking to a good friend up in Idaho this morning. She was finally getting healed up after some major back surgery, and is at the point we're going to start discussing her build. So hopefully we can get that coordinated and get that down here yet this fall. Pretty much a Trail Boss TJ, you know, big drivetrain, big parts, 37s. Just take it out, drive it, wheel it, have fun with it. So that's an upcoming project. The guys and I have been talking about the old T-Rex, which is sitting here in front of me. I'm not going to show it to you because I'm embarrassed to say that we kind of use it as a storage shelf at the moment. It's piled full of production parts and jigs, and you know, it is what it is. But that one will get moved over to the custom shop as soon as I can get IREX out of its hole. I think you guys will be tickled about that build. It's I won't say it's never been done. I know there's been a couple of people that have done similar things, but we're going to put a TNT twist on it. It'll be quite the unique JK when it's done. That's a long-term project, but we're going to create some new technology and some new ideas for your older, well, even your new JK. Hell, I like taking a saw to a brand new vehicle, so we can do it to new. Once we get it perfected, we can do it to any JK. It's going to be pretty unique, so that'll be a cool project as it comes forward. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of out of stuff to ramble about. What's everybody doing out there? I've been out and about the last couple weekends, just doing some one-night camping trips, just to, keep my sanity. So I've been noticing a lot of people out in the woods, which is a good thing. That people are out enjoying things instead of sitting home playing Nintendo or whatever you do at home. I don't know. I typically work if I'm home, so it's good for me to get out and about, because then I don't just keep working. So hopefully you guys have been getting out. Speaking of getting out, For Exploring's fall trip is working on being a sellout. I think I have 2 spaces available left. I've got 6 signed up. 6 signed up, so that leaves me 2 comfortable spaces. I can squeeze 4 if I need to. So if you have any interest in that, drop me an email at info@forexploring.com. We'll get you the package out, cuss and discuss the trip if that's something you want to try. I think we've already let the cat out of the bag. I'm sure we have. We're going to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and we're going to be poking around Kanab, Utah later in the week, and finishing up over on the east side of Zion. So you'll get to go through Zion National Park, which is pretty cool. And then I'll show you some parts of Zion that the normal people can't get to on the east side. That's it's what it's all about, is seeing great views and hanging out with good people and doing a little wheeling to boot. So it's kind of a best of all world application for you and your Jeep. That's really the theme of For Exploring. Get you out and maybe make you a little uncomfortable at times, but you're in good hands. We've been doing this for a while. Obviously the guys that have gone can talk about our cooking skills. We do all the feeding, so all you have to do is bring your wheeler and your own bedding, which is a tent, a hammock, sleep under the stars, whatever floats your boat, but that's up to you. I cover the rest of it, so you don't have to pack a ton of gear. That's what I got Megalander for. It's a real workhorse. I can haul just about everything we need in camp. So that's kind of For Exploring in a nutshell. So give us a look, check it out. Obviously keep looking at TNTCustoms.com. We've got some new look and feel coming. There's new parts. I've been kind of building some new stuff for the Gladiator, Mary's Spartacus. We got a whole bunch of stuff ordered, and as most of you know, that takes a little longer than normal these days. But we're getting updates from our vendors, just as we're trying to update our customers on how things are progressing. If COVID did nothing for the country but teach a little patience, maybe it was a good thing. Yeah, it's never a good thing, but you know what I mean. So be patient. We're patient, but Spartacus will start coming together as soon as we start getting pallets. So um, what else have we got going on? I guess that's really about it. It's not a big news week, I guess you'd say, around here. So we're just kind of checking in with people and seeing how they're doing, and putting you guys out there. So I got a bunch of people watching. Does anybody have anything to say other than listen to me ramble? Questions, comments, anything goes. Well, yeah, anything goes. So it's quiet here at the moment. The guys are all just left for lunch. You probably heard the notcher running in the background when I first started. They're finishing up the one part of the JT slider so we can get them fitted after lunch and make sure all that production specs are right. So we should be pumping those sliders out here in the next couple of days. We've got several ordered. Thank you for confidence in us that you kind of pre-ordered things that we didn't necessarily make yet. So we're working through that. I can take you out here and show you the pallet headed for Miami. Carnage Motorsports down there. Williams, one of our vendors and dealers, whatever you want to say, dealer, I guess. Got a pallet starting to go together for him. I'll just flip this quick and then I'll come back. So, start of Williams pallet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of JK 2-door corners. He's getting ready to do a bunch of stretches again. Got some stretch sliders there. I think there's a engine skid. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff we got to stack up on that pallet yet. So hopefully, if you're watching, that's headed your way in the next day or so. Thank you for your patience. Spartacus is over here, sitting here, just kind of hanging out. Flip it again. So, nothing really going on at the moment, but we're using it to fit sliders as they come out of the jigs to make sure we've got all of our production stuff right. So that's why it's just kind of hanging out. Hopefully Mary gets that back here in the next couple of days. We are going to spray the rockers on it, put it back through Line-X and get the rockers sprayed while we're waiting for a production set of sliders to come out and get powder coated. So we can knock that out so we don't have to do things twice. I think that's scheduled for Friday. I don't know. I have to talk to the Line-X guys and see what they're planning. Line-X is quiet at the moment because everybody's at lunch, but we got a brand new 2020 Dodge sitting here in front of me. We just did a B&W turnover ball in it over at the auto shop, and the Line-X guys are going to spray it here after lunch, and then it'll go back over there and get a transfer flow in-bed tank put in it and plumbed and wired and all of that good stuff. So, we do a little bit of everything. If you need something, give us a call. We are also looking for an automotive technician. Had one of our key automotive guys, he's moving on to a different venue. So wish him well and good luck to him. So we're going to need to fill an automotive technician position. I know Mary's got a whole list. Watch. If you're looking for a job, pay attention to our social media. We're going to have a bunch of job listings and postings we're expanding again, so we have to fill some vacant positions. We're going to have to fill a couple of new positions, so keep an eye on that. Get ready to send resumes if that kind of work and this company interests you. I don't know. Other than that, I guess I ain't got a whole lot. Kind of rambled for my 20 minutes and my tummy's growling. It's time for lunch. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the shake. I don't have all the cool gadgets today. I'm just doing it old school, grab my phone and get her done. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. I don't know what the subject is next week, but we'll figure that out. Maybe I would think we'll be back over at the Jeep shop. Have a little more content to talk about. This week was kind of filler, and I just wanted to chat with everybody for a minute. So with that, I'll sign off. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.